Hey everybody, I'm Arglefump, and today I am doing Nancy Drew number 11, Curse of Blackmoor Manor. I think this is the first game where Nancy goes out of the United States. She's gonna be solving a mystery in jolly old England.
Welcome to my latest case, the Curse of Blackmoor Manor. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
Ooh, this is exciting. Let's see. I think I will go Senior Detective mode.
Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Although right now I'm not so sure about the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blackmoor Manor, where the daughter of one of our neighbors is living. The daughter, whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Pendulum, a British diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with Linda are Hugh's aunt, Mrs. Drake, and Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill. She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is convinced something is terribly wrong and wants me to find out what. So here I am, about to be dropped off at a huge centuries-old mansion in the middle of a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out. Talk to you soon. I hope. Nancy.
Night, miss. Good luck.
I just got a notification on my phone telling me that I am live streaming right now. Okay. Good to know, I guess. I kind of already knew that information, but whatever. All right, so Nancy's here in the creepy mood.
Nancy. Who's there? Hello? There's something out there!
Where, child?
Over there! I mean, something was out there.
Come in. I'm Mrs. Drake. I take it you are Nancy Drew?
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake. I heard something, too.
Oh, people are always seeing and hearing things on the moor at night, especially you Americans. Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon on the door.
I'd like to see Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid Linda is, not quite ready to meet with you just now. But please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
How did Mrs. Drake not notice that giant monster dog? It was so creepy and obvious. I can't believe she didn't see it. That's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alrighty, so we are here in Blackmoor Manor. Let me start, let me see, can I do polls on this one? Yes? Yes? No? Oh, no, okay, you know what? My computer is not working. So, let's just go, let's go meet Linda.
Oh, Ethel, do I have to learn this?
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Oh.
Come back later, please. We're in lessons right now.
No, seriously, you need to talk to me. I'm awesome.
Come back later, please.
I need the key.
No. Okay, fine.
Oh, forget it. Stay in Italy as long as you want, then. Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
Alright, so this is Linda. She's going to be hiding behind these curtains for the entire game.
Linda? Hi, it's me, Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, our friendly neighborhood detective. Well, welcome to Blackmoor Manor. I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
So, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like... I feel like something really strange is happening.
Could you be more specific?
Could I be more specific? Ah, the ace detective is grilling me for details. I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry. But that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy. There are some doors that should never be opened. There are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known. That's everything you need to know. Now if...
Mummy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
That was my stepdaughter. She can be such a pest sometimes. Anyway, I understand you feel an obligation to my mother, but trust me, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend that you go home as soon as possible.
I can't go home empty-handed. It might jeopardize my ace detective status. Linda? Okay, I'll let you rest. But I'll be back. I'm here for you if you need me.
Nancy's joke was so bad, Linda just sort of stares at her and says nothing. Oh well. Alrighty, so that's Linda. She's feeling very creepy. Maybe turning into some sort of monster? Like a werewolf? Maybe. Let's meet Jane, the child that she so rudely kicked out of her room.
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm so pleased you're here. I'm Jane. I know you've come to visit my stepmom, but I'd love it if you could pop by whenever you get the chance. Oh, we'll have such fun. Let's play a game.
Sure, Jane. What would you like to play?
Let's play this card game I found in your room. Actually, it's Bridget's room. I mean, it used to be her room. I mean, she died like 300 years ago. You can see a painting of her in the Great Hall. She's the one with the telescope. Okay, so you have to match up a pair of constellations. I made all the matches in 25 tries. Try to beat my record.
Oh man, this is gonna just... No. Crater, Columbia, Corvus, and Gruce? Cygnus and Corona! No, not doing it.
Nope, couldn't beat your score. That was fun. But I'd like to ask you some questions.
Sure, what do you want to know? About Mummy? I mean, Linda. I do hope you'll help. She's been a bit out of sorts lately.
When did she start getting sick?
I was playing in Mummy's room when she wasn't there, and when I looked up, there was a lady, all dressed in black, putting something on Mummy's nightstand.
Did you recognize the woman?
I couldn't see her face because she wore a cape with a hood. The lady put a note on Mummy's nightstand, but I didn't read it. That's when Mummy started feeling poorly. I don't want to think about that. Let's play a game. It will cheer me up.
Sure. What would you like to play?
Look inside the chest over there and pick a game. My great-aunt said it's a hope chest, so I put my games in there in the hope someone would come over to play. We can play Bull, Constellation Match, Petroglyph Punch, Skull and Bones, and I also have a jigsaw puzzle.
You sure have a lot of games.
I love games. I want to make computer games when I grow up.
Creepy eyeballs. Yeah, and just a creepy doll lying in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, let's play Petroglyph Punch.
How about a game of Petroglyph Punch?
This is a game I bought in Arizona. You have to make as many matches as possible. On your mark, get set, go!
Alright, so I am... What's the high score? Well, let's play it now. Oh, there's the high score, 2,500. So, Petroglyph Punch. This... I think I found a match. Here. Hey, I made one match. Great. That's beautiful. Let's shuffle them. Here we go. Here's a match of 4. When you do a match of 4, it gives you more time on your scoreboard, so that's nice. I mean, that's what the instructions said, but I didn't actually read the instructions, because that involves a lot of reading and stuff. see. Let's make another match of 4 with the jazz hands there. La da da. I suppose it's probably possible to make a match of 5 in this game, huh? I am not seeing this. The big question is why Jane thinks this is a lot of fun. She's just watching... How is Jane actually watching this game? Is she just looking over Nancy's shoulder the whole time while Nancy's making matches? I think Jane's giving Nancy advice like, ooh, over there. There's a match. There's a match. There's a match. Ooh, here we go. I can make a shark match here. 5 out of 10 here. Woohoo! Yeah! Yeah! Alright, I'm the winner!
Great score!
And that, yeah, I like, was that a lot of fun, Jane? Did you like watching me sit in place and play a game while facing you?
The lady in black you saw in Linda's room, did she look like anyone you know?
Like I said before, I couldn't really see her face, but she was kind of dressed like the lady in the Great Hall.
Which lady?
Eleanor. I know it sounds weird, that's why I didn't want to tell anyone. It's too creepy. Sometimes wonder if I just dreamed it all up. Mrs. Drake is always saying I have a rampant imagination.
Have you ever seen anything strange outside?
Once I saw my Uncle Roger's toupee fly off during a windstorm. Talk about freaky.
I mean, have you seen a strange animal outside?
No, but I have heard weird noises like this. Howling. But not like a dog howling, more like something human. I don't want to think about that. It's scary enough having to live in this gloomy place.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna leave you now.
I should get going.
Ta-ta!
Alrighty-dighty. So this is Jane's room.
What is this book?
Don't know, really. Ethel gave it to me. She said it belonged to my grandfather. Do you think Brady Armstrong is cute?
No, trust me, I've met Brady Armstrong. He's a jerk. He's a jerk, and he's going bald. This is a very weird book, which kind of gives clues to puzzles later on in the game. Kind of doesn't. That's definitely a clue for a puzzle later on. But everything else is strange.
Who's this?
That's my mum, my real mum. She's an opera singer. It's not like she's famous or anything, but she does live in Paris.
Yep, she lives in Paris. Maybe we'll meet her in Danger by Design. Ooh, and this is how runes work. That'll be good for a rune puzzle. Ooh, and a monster book.
Nigel gave that to me when I was in the library once. I think he was hoping it would scare me, but it didn't. I'm too smart to believe in that sort of stuff.
Werewolves. Very scary wolves. Their eyes change, their fingernails grow long. They go, and why do you become a werewolf? Well, maybe it's because you're angry, or you feel trapped.
This phone number just might come in handy.
If you got more questions about werewolves, just call me. Just call me, okay? I'll be fine with that.
That's my family tree. Ask me anything about anyone. Go on, ask me.
What about Joan?
Who was Joan? Is that misspelled?
No, that's how they spelled it then. She got married to this duke somewhere in Flanders.
What can you tell me about Eleanor?
Just that she was burned as a witch, but it wasn't true, and her father, James, died when he saw her die. And then the family fled to France. I don't want to talk about this.
Tell me about Francois.
He was a dwarf and became a trusted confidant to Louis XIV. Little people often held positions of great esteem at that time.
Can you tell me about George, The one born in 1566?
He lived and died. End of story.
Wow, okay. He didn't live a very interesting life, I guess. He lived and then he died. The end. Wow, I wonder if that's going on my tombstone when I'm dead. Ugh.
Tell me about Obadiah.
He lived in the US for most of his life and married this weird woman named Eustacia. She's still alive and sometimes calls us. She's totally creepy.
Eustacia and Drop-Off? She's related to the Pendulums? Creepy.
Who was Rachel?
She died in France during the war. I guess she worked for the French resistance.
What did Nahum do?
He died in the flu epidemic.
Oh man, dying in the epidemic of 1911. That's sad. Alan's your dad, right?
Who was Alan?
He was my grandfather,
Nope.
but I didn't know him because he died when I was little. I guess he was nice.
Grandpa. Yeah, we need more of this family tree. Where are her parents? And Mrs. Drake?
What do you know about Letitia?
Loves plants, hates noise. You can ask her about it. She's usually in the conservatory with her plants.
Yeah. I mean, did she ever get married or have kids? I'm guessing not, because she's living with her brother.
I totally love that show. Isn't Brady Armstrong so dreamy? Total hottie.
So it's the Heartthrob channel. It's for Petunia Highway with Brady Armstrong. Oh, hey, how's it going? What? You want to come in? Want to live stream with us? Did you want to play a game? Okay. Well, come here. At least talk to people. Hey, everybody. We've got Rosie here.
Hello, everybody.
So what did you want to play a magic game?
Want to play Constellation Match?
I really like this one.
Okay, you know how to play matching games, right, Rosie? Yeah, okay, so say something. Well, do you want to do the matching, or should I? Okay, so there's Telescopium and Scutum, Corona, Lyra, Corvus, Columba, Aquila, Cassiopeia. Where was Columba?
Columba's right there.
Right here? No. There? Okay, that's a match. What about Corona? Where is Corona? Was it here? Got it. What about Corvus?
Corvus was right there, right? Up there, I think.
Oh, it was there. Actually, sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, what about Telescopium? Wasn't that the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. What does Telescopium sound like?
We should figure out the other card.
We should figure out the other parts. Okay, what about Musca? The mouse. Crater. Have we heard Crater before? Cygnus? What animal do you think Cygnus is?
Scopiana?
A scorpion? Ah, maybe. Groose. Groose was definitely a word. What was Groose? No, Scutum. Scutum and Scutum. Musca and Musca.
Ha! We found it.
Where was Cygnus again?
Cygnus, I think it's up there.
Here? Or do I go one up?
One up.
Oh, one up was a killer. That's Cassiopeia. Oh, got a match there. Lyra and... oh, there's Cygnus. Cygnus and Cygnus. Aquila. Groose. Crater and Crater. Groose and Groose. Don't bring me
Nope,
down.
couldn't beat your score.
Oh, what do you mean we lost? Did we lose?
I should get going.
Au revoir.
Do you want to meet somebody else? That's Jane. She's a little girl. How old is she? I think she's supposed to be 12 years old. And what about here? Let's check out. I'm gonna need a person to go outside.
Oh, you startled me. You must be Nancy. I'm Jane's tutor, Ethel.
So do we say how do we do or hello?
Hello, Ethel.
Jane is very excited you're visiting. You're all she's talked about for the past week.
She's obviously a very intelligent young woman.
Yes, well. I'm sorry, but I'm in a bit of a rush. I need to go over some things with Jane.
Oh, I guess I'll be going then.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Nancy. Our paths will cross again, I'm sure.
Okay, well, we'll meet her again. Ooh, and I think we've got a scary thing over here. What do you think that is?
Wolf.
A wolf? It's actually...
Oh, it's just a parrot.
Scared ya?
It's a parrot! Have you heard of parrots before?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know parrots. This one's a silly parrot.
No, you didn't.
Did you? Did you?
Polly want a cracker?
Not Polly! Lolo! 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 Lolo!
Okay, I get the point. Lulu.
Lolo! 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 Lolo!
Bye, bird.
Bye-bye!
Alright, looks like, time to hand over. Alright, I'm back. Say goodbye to everybody. Bye!
I need the key.
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror?
What was that, Rosie? You're gonna be downstairs? Alright, she's looking for clothes right now. I still have how many baskets of laundry? 1, 2, 3, 4 baskets of laundry lying on my floor. I probably should do the laundry at some point. Well, I think we can go visit, Linda again?
I'm sorry to bother you again, but Jane told me about the lady in black.
What lady in black? Jane never said anything to me about a lady in black. That kid is so weird. I just don't get her.
She seems very concerned about you.
Yes, I know. I just don't know how to be a stepmother to her. She's just so... strange. Look, just forget about me. You can't help me, and that's that. I'm sorry.
Linda, you have to give me a chance. Everyone is so worried about you. If you just tell me what's happened, maybe I could help. Linda?
Linda, I
I
can help
made
you.
a promise to your mother, and I plan to keep it. I'm here for you when you need me.
Oh, someone says they're folding their laundry while watching the live stream. Could you maybe come to my house and fold all of my laundry? It's gonna be a big chore, apparently.
Linda? I'll be going now.
And Linda totally doesn't want to hang out with me. It's very sad, Linda. So Linda is this woman, I believe. Like, that was her during the opening cutscene. And I don't know if this is Linda or not. This might look more... I mean, they look like totally different people, though, right? Right? Or is that the same person with a different hairstyle? I don't know. I can't recognize hairstyles. I think that one woman looks more like Jane's mother. No, this one right here, because she's got like the curly hair. I think that's what you call that type of hair. I don't know. Okay, I'm not a hair guy. Yeah.
Hi, Nancy.
I should get going.
Toodles.
Right. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can meet the various people in the game.
There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Mrs. Petrov. How is everything? Have you seen Linda yet?
Literally speaking, no, but I did talk to her. Not that she told me anything.
I'm just about at my wit's end. I've never known her to act like this. The last doctor that examined her said that aside from a little dry skin, which is not unusual for her, she was perfectly fine.
She doesn't seem perfectly fine.
Maybe she's just unhappy here.
I don't know why. I mean, she absolutely adores Hugh. She was thrilled when they got married and couldn't wait to start a new life with him and his daughter there in England. Something has changed her. Something in that house. Hugh is just as bewildered and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
Where is Hugh?
He was called to Rome, As a diplomat, he's always being called out of the country without warning and without any say in the matter. He'd much rather be there with Linda, although...
Mrs. Petrov, are you there?
It's just that Hugh said it hasn't been very easy for him to talk to her lately. Whenever he calls, which is at least once a day, Linda always seems to fly off the handle for no reason, which doesn't make sense. Linda has always been extremely level-headed and even-tempered. She never gets angry. At least she didn't used to.
Who exactly is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
In what way?
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory, slouching around, trowel in hand, murmuring to herself. You'd think she was burying something. Or somebody.
Okay, so Mrs. Drake might be a murderer. Thanks for letting us know that.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petrov.
Goodbye, Nancy. Oh, one more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit if she had to work. So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
Who is Mr. Drake? I want to find out more about her husband, Mr. Drake. I'm super curious about this guy now. Mrs. Drake, can you tell me about your husband? Is he still alive? What's going on with him? Oh, hey, want to say hi to the live stream? I don't think they can hear you. Talk to the microphone.
Hi, live stream.
That was my wife running in and out.
All settled in?
Of the room.
Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household. And if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
Someone's asking if Mrs. Drake was a real party animal back in the day. She probably was. She's like, yeah, party! Woohoo! And, yeah, well, we know nothing about her husband. I don't think Mr. Drake is mentioned in the game. And, yes, that was my wife, Katie. I'm sorry for the interruptions with my wife and kid, but don't worry, they're gone. They'll be gone for the next 2 hours. I'll have the house all to myself so I can do laundry. I mean, play video games. Play video games.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
So I'm about 90% sure she says, I will not countenance any histrionics. Just to confuse Nancy. She's using really large words to confuse Nancy. And let me tell you, that trick really works in real life. Did it earlier today with my other daughter, Mary. And I said, well, that's really a blasé attitude. And I could tell she didn't know what I meant. But she didn't want to ask because then she'd look dumb. It's like, what's blasé? And so she just let the argument drop and slide and forgot about it. So it's a trick I've learned from playing Nancy Drew games. Just use big, confusing words and people will stop arguing with you.
Who else is staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Pendulums have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have 2 other house guests. Our Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Pendulum family history in the library, and Ethel Bossany, Jane's tutor.
Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation. England is not the United States. We do things differently. Or should I say properly, here. The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
Her mother told me she refuses to let anyone see her. Is that true?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything. All I've been told is that Linda is unwell, and that in her stead, I must look after matters. Now, please, I really do not have time to entertain you. You may have the run of the house, but do not break anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours. 2 rules Jane seems incapable of following. And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather unorthodox. I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room. Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
All right, free food whenever I want. That sounds pretty awesome.
Can you tell me about Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old. Please be very careful with her, especially if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
The picture book in Jane's room. Do you know much about its history?
My brother Alan found it somewhere in the house. He was quite fascinated by it, but he'd never let me look at it.
What was your brother Alan like?
He was quite remarkable. He taught linguistics and computer science and won many prestigious awards. He loved games, especially pranks, and was forever tinkering with this and that. I do miss him sometimes. But now he's gone. He died a month after my husband passed away. And ever since I've been here all alone. Until Hugh came back from the United States, that is.
Oh, her husband died, so she moved in with her brother, and then her brother died, and oh man!
Goodbye.
Run along.
Tragic backstory for Mrs. Drake.
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
What about with her medicine?
Do you have allergies, Mrs. Drake?
Oh, yes. Hay fever. Although I'm not at all sure what's worse, my allergies or that medication. It makes me feel as if I'm about to float right out of my shoes.
Oh man, she got the good drugs, I guess. I'm just joking.
Who's hungry? Who's ready for some nummies?
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
So as I've mentioned in other videos, I was in a car crash recently, so less than a month ago, and for the first like 2 or so weeks, they had me on the really heavy drugs, the muscle relaxants.
A spot of fish fertilizer. That's what you need.
I forget what they're. I forget what it's called. Those are just some really, really powerful drugs. It kind of scared me to take them because it kind of felt like, wow, my entire body's slowing down and I'm in slow motion. But it did take away the pain, and that's what it was designed to do. Okay, so let's meet Nigel, my man Nigel. He's just researching the family, and so they decided to let him live here? I don't know where he's staying. Does he have his own room, or is he... I don't know.
Are you here from the agency? It's about time.
No, I'm Nancy Drew, a friend of Linda's.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee. I'm researching the Pendulum family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Pendulums. Until now.
Why do you think that is?
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
Nigel is so trying to fish for gossip here. He's like, you want me to tell you about the treasure?
Family treasure?
For centuries, the Pendulums have been very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous treasure, or of some dark secret. There are several skeletons rattling about in the Pendulum closet. Take, for example, Eleanor Pendulum, tried and convicted of witchcraft in 1650, quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was rumored that Cromwell arranged the conviction.
Who?
Cromwell?
Oliver Cromwell? Ironsides? I suppose they don't teach history any longer in the U.S.
Oh!
Lady Pendulum was a rather vocal critic of Cromwell's policies, and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually was a practitioner of witchcraft is unknown, although many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing strange, ghostly bells. Some even saw phantom hands floating about the manor, tolling their charmed chimes.
Ooh, floating phantom hands.
Who are all those paintings of in the Great Hall?
Those are the Pendulums who owned Blackmoor Manor at one time or another.
Yeah, so I guess he kind of insulted Americans. Mrs. Drake insulted Americans. Does everyone in this game just hate Americans, or are they just mean whenever they're talking to Nancy?
When I arrived here, I saw some kind of creature with red eyes outside.
Perhaps it was the Blackmore Beast.
What's that?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many of the villagers reported seeing a strange beast with red eyes and giant fangs prowling the moors. They asked the mistress of Blackmoor Manor, Eleanor Penvillin, to put a bounty on the beast's head. But, oddly enough, she not only refused, she forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored that the beast was Eleanor's husband, whom she had cursed for finding out too much about the Penvillin secret.
That's kind of ridiculous. But yes, they've got a history of werewolves in the family.
You mentioned some kind of scandal with the Pendulum family?
Well, having a family member burned as a witch can hardly be considered a mark of pride, I dare say. And then there's the whole business with the Blackmore Beast.
Have you seen any runes anywhere in the manor?
You mean like Norse runes? No, I haven't. I don't really know much about them anyway. Dead languages aren't really my bag, you know.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Valet!
All right. He says dead languages aren't really my bag, and then responds...
Viewed the door off.
Spasiba.
Responds with a dead language. That was Latin, valet.
I doubt you'll find much of interest in there. They're mainly law books. Charles Penvillin was a prominent judge in the 16th century. Sad to say, he lost his son at a young age, left his estate to his grandson, Thomas.
How does he know what I'm looking at? Is he spying on me through the wall, or what?
Those manuscripts are very old and brittle. They date back to the 14th century. Odo Penvillin collected most of them. His father, Randolph, and son Milo were rather more interested in military victories than in book collecting. Interesting. I'm researching Philippe Penvillin, and it appears that many scholars believe he was a pirate. That would explain his source of wealth.
You are so boring, sir. I mean, Vale, it's just Latin for, like, be well. Do okay. Valeo, valere, I think that's where we get the word valor from? I don't know. It's been a long time since I had to care about Latin.
Those are mainly Penelope Penvillin's collections of French novels. She was a patron to a raft of artists, and her salon was quite popular. She was quite the libertine, even kept her maiden name after her marriage.
Okay, so I'm looking it up here. It's saying vale. It does come from the Latin vale. It just means goodbye. Be well. Be well. Okay, so that's what it means. Fantastic.
Gesundheit.
Danke.
We are learning all sorts of languages here in this game. It's kind of amazing. All sorts of languages.
Do you mind if I use this computer?
No, not at all. But it's very old. Feel free to use mine if I'm not here.
Yes, of course. I'm acting like I don't know the password. It's Pergamentum.
Welcome, my adventurous
That's
friend.
also Latin.
Don't tell my sister, but there are ghosts in Blackmoor Manor. 13 of them to be exact. The problem is they're very shy, so they only come out when it's very late at night, usually just after midnight. And even then they only show up in quiet places, like the Great Hall, and the hallways and the conservatory. What's worse, they'll only come out for a very short period of time. But if you can find and touch all 13 ghosts in the time you're allotted, come back here and I'll give you a prize, one which I guarantee you'll enjoy. So who's ready to go on a ghost hunt? Oh dear, my watch tells me that the ghosts are not likely to show up right now. Come back between midnight and 4 a.m. Farewell till then.
So midnight and 4 a.m. That's the time we need to show up here in order to solve that puzzle. So what you're supposed to do is you're actually supposed to talk to Jane, and she's like, I'll tell you the password for the computer if you play a game with me. And then she forces you to play one of those games, and if you win the game, you get that passcode. Let's get some food.
Boar's Head Pub, this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'm supposed to call you if I want some food.
Right. Nancy Drew, out at the old Blackmoor Manor, are you? Coo, you must be Hank Marvin up there. Pity about your kitchen, but we'll fix you up for some Becks posh. Just tell me what you like.
Okay. What do you have?
We've got some loop-de-loop, bangers and mash, a real fine pinky and perky, and a delicious dog's eye, me fork and knife, just rubber-ducked. Hello?
Could you repeat that?
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop, bangers and mash, pinky and perky, and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
Are you even speaking English right now, Tommy? Could you just get me, like, a small salad? Yeah, just give me, like, a salad and some milk. I think that's probably the safest thing. Let's go with Pinky and Perky.
I'd like some Pinky and Perky, please.
Good choice. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
It's Pinky and Perky, do-do-do-do.
Okay.
All right, then. We'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Oh, and we've got no hot potato about, so it may take a bit, but we'll have it up to you in no time. Fish and taters.
What on earth is a hot potato and a fish and taters? Maybe that's supposed to be see you later? I don't know. Let's jump to 2 a.m. Yeah, Robin Hood probably means good. That's what I'm thinking.
She's probably sleeping.
Oh, fine. What about you?
She's probably sleeping.
Uh...
This must be Mrs. Drake's room. Mrs. Drake, is that you?
I don't think she's sleeping.
Hello? Mrs. Drake? Are you in there? Mrs. Drake?
Oops. I didn't arrange for you to visit Blackmoor Manor so you could spend your time scaring the wits out of elderly women.
But I really had no idea Mrs. Drake would react like that. I mean, all I did was knock on her door.
It was the dead of night. What on earth were you expecting? For her to get up and have tea with you?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Petrov. I guess I wasn't thinking.
Well, unfortunately, what's done is done, and there's nothing more to be said. Well, there's one more thing.
I'm fired.
Bingo.
Yeah, so that's the Mrs. Drake
Mrs.
death
Drake?
sequence.
Is that you?
No death sequence with the other people, just Mrs. Drake. So let's do the ghost hunt.
So who's ready to go on a ghost hunt? Remember, you mustn't waste any time. Our little chums won't stay visible for long. So, on your mark, get set, go!
Alright, let's see if I can solve this puzzle. I think I can. Ah, there's a ghost.
Got one.
Of course, I have to keep track of how many there are. Ooh, there's another one. No, I'm trying to find it. Here it is. I think there are 3 in this area. Maybe? Bridget Pendulum did cricket. Okay, there's 1.
3 down, 10 to go.
This is that
Wonder what happened in there.
broken kitchen. Gosh. Ah, here we go. It's tough because they're in weird angles like that. There's one. No idea how Alan's computer keeps track of all these. Oh, there's another. It must be a very hard-working computer. I think there's one underneath those, like, signs. One here. Excellent.
Ow! Maybe I should try feeding it something.
Oh yeah, there's a killer plant there. Killer plants in the conservatory. Of course. Why wouldn't there be?
doesn't work.
The well is dead. Okay. I hope there's not another one downstairs. I mean, down there that I missed. Alrighty, let's go upstairs. There should be like 3 upstairs.
10 down, 3 to go.
Okay, 3 to go. 1. 2. And then 3, singing stairs.
There, ghost number 13.
Woohoo! And the singing stairs with this puzzle, the solution is Bad Cad EE. Woohoo! I just have that solution memorized. Seriously. You're just making those sounds, just duplicating the sounds on the stairs. That's all you're trying to do.
The key fits, but it won't turn. I need to put some kind of grease in there first. That must be the food I ordered.
Wow, it took them long enough.
Looks like Pinky and Perky is turkey. I knew that.
Sure I did.
This smells delicious.
I'll be grabbing this turkey for that killer plant. And I'll eat the rest.
That was really good.
Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder are just plain old bread and butter. So now let's go back downstairs. We have 2 puzzles we can solve now. I'm gonna use that turkey on that killer plant. Might as well, right? And I need to pick up that ghost prize. Definitely. Killer plant first, though. It smiles. Dear Mrs. Drake, concerning your recent inquiry, this is confirmed according to the rules of inheritance to which your nephew Hugh Penvillin agreed when he assumed ownership of Blackmore Manor. Any wife he takes must reside in Blackmore Manor for 6 consecutive months in the first year of marriage. Should she fail to meet this requirement, half of the estate will pass to the next heir specified in the will of your brother Alan. As we know, you're the heir. Well, I'm sorry to hear that Hugh's current wife, Linda's been ill. Well, a change of scenery might be good for her. She must stay at the manor for another 3 months, should she and her husband wish to retain full possession of the Blackmore estate. Please convey to her my sincere hopes for a speedy recovery. And if I may be of any further service to you, please do not hesitate to contact me. Harold T. Bottleby. So Mrs. Drake might inherit if Linda gets so sick, she won't be able to live here anymore. Fantastic. Now let's get our ghost prize.
Congratulations! You're one of the few people who have seen the 13 ghosts of Blackmore Manor. As a reward, I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
Ooh. When you're facing the green dragon, look to the left and pull below the vase with the tree.
But a word to the wise, if you're wearing a hat, hang on to it, have fun!
Fantastic. Good. I think we did a good job there. And now it's really, really late, so we should probably get some sleep, because I think everybody else is sleeping. I guess we could try calling people.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Petroff. It's Nancy Drew.
What's happened? How's Linda?
She's fine. I mean, she's no worse, at least as far as I can tell.
That's good news, I suppose. What can I do for you?
Goodbye, Mrs. Petroff.
Thanks, Nancy.
No. Yeah, that's not very helpful. Alrighty. Let's just skip ahead to the next day. I don't know, 9 a.m.? Does that sound good?
What is that? Maybe I'd better have a look around.
Creepy chanting in Latin. Alrighty, let's just go back. There's nothing to see out there.
What's that?
Again.
He was Randolph's grandson and the first initiate. Odo did not have the proper qualities for Randolph's instruction.
Because he was stupid.
No, Jane. It's because Randolph believed that the proper qualities skip every generation. We talked about that, remember?
I guess.
Milo was a great soldier, just like his grandfather. And with his grandfather's help, he was victorious at Caen.
That was a battle fought in 1417, during the 100 Years' War.
That's right.
But I don't understand something. The 100 Years' War lasted longer than 100 years, right? So why do they call it that? Why don't they call it the 116-year war, huh?
Oh my, look at the time. We need to go over your geometry. Please open your book to page 46 and read silently.
I love that scene. It sounds like Ethel's just making up excuses because she doesn't want to answer questions about history. Alrighty, so Linda is going to be very impressed that Nancy spent an entire night here and Nancy didn't run away screaming.
Hi, Linda.
Nancy? I can't believe you're still here. I thought for sure that... Maybe you can help me.
I know I can help you. Just tell me what's wrong.
I haven't told anyone what I'm about to tell you. Mostly because what happened is all my fault. I should have listened, but I didn't.
What's all your fault?
One day, after Hugh left for Rome, I inadvertently discovered a secret passageway. I started to explore it. And pretty soon, I found this really old-looking message etched into the wall. When I read it, I realized it was some kind of ancient curse. I tried to laugh it off, but it was kind of unnerving. So I went back to my room and found a note on my nightstand. And on it was written the exact same curse. That very night, I started to feel strange. The curse has been coming true ever since.
It's the curse of Blackmoor Manor!
Can you tell me what this curse said?
I burned it as soon as I read it. I don't know why I bothered telling you this. You can't do anything for me. I should have listened, but I didn't, and now what's done is done.
How well do you get along with Jane?
I've been giving it the old college try, believe me. But she can just be so strange sometimes.
I don't know. I don't think she's a very strange child.
Maybe she's just trying too hard to get you to like her.
That could be part of it, but she'll just do the oddest things. Like one night just after Hugh left, she came into my room and insisted I read a book to her.
Maybe she was just trying to cheer you up.
The book was on monsters, vampires and werewolves and witches. I mean, what kind of little girl reads books like that? She fits right into this house, that's for sure.
Tell me about the secret passageway you found.
No. I've already sealed my own doom. I won't do the same to you. I'm not going to tell you anything.
I'll see you soon.
Please.
Alrighty, so that's it for Linda. Alright, let's go back to Jane.
I don't want to disturb them.
Jane's gonna be the one to give us the secret password, I believe. She's gonna give us the key to that thing, to the that one passageway, which we need to get to. So when do lessons end? Let's say 4 p.m. Yeah, I you know, a lot of kids read scary stuff like Goosebumps and stuff. Yeah, it's not unheard of for you know, kids that age to read scary books or play scary games like this one.
Boar's Head, this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
I'll have some loop-de-loop.
Okay, one loop-de-loop. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
No, I'll be eating alone, thank you.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato.
Baked potato with rice. I don't know what that means. Okay, Jane.
Hi, Nancy.
Do you think there's a treasure hidden around here?
I highly doubt it. I mean, if there were, wouldn't someone have already found it? When I asked Ethel about it, she said that it's the Penvillian name and heritage that should be treasured. Blech.
Do you know of any secret passageways in the manor?
I found one, but all it did was lead to this funny picture.
Do you think you could show me where the passageway is?
Wouldn't you rather play a game with me? I'm so bored.
I'll play a game with you after you show me the passageway.
No, we'll play a game, and if you win, I'll tell you where it is. I got this at this really neat museum in the States. It's supposed to be an original Maya game, but don't worry. You don't have to, like, kill people or take their hearts out or anything. It's really easy to play. You roll the corn and move your warrior the number of dots on the corn. If no dots, then you get to move 5 spaces. You get 2 turns, but you can pass on your second turn. You just keep on going down this track, and you can capture my person if you land on him. Whoever gets all the warriors wins. I'll be blue. Here we go.
Okay, so this is Bull. You might remember it from Nancy Drew's Secret of the Scarlet Hand.
I pass.
Sorry.
What? Oh, come on. How does she beat me that easily?
You can go.
It's basically a game of chance.
You can go.
You do have a little bit of strategy. You can choose whether to roll or pass. So you can roll twice or just roll once.
I pass.
That's all the strategy
Pass.
that is involved in the game. I'm gonna pass
I
here.
pass.
You can go.
You can go.
Your turn.
Okay, I need a 1. Got a 2.
I pass.
Pass.
I pass.
Pass.
You can go.
Another warrior bites the dust.
Oh, come on. This game does
I pass.
take a while. You could
Pass.
get very unlucky.
Your turn.
Oh,
Pass.
good. I thought she was gonna get me there.
You can go.
Your turn. Rats.
Woohoo! I win. 1.
I pass.
Your turn.
Oh man, I was really hoping to get
You can go.
a 2 there.
Ha!
Well,
You can go.
darn, I'm down to my last player.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Pass.
I pass.
Uh-oh.
Oopsie. I'll get you next time.
Too bad. You lose. Do you want to play again?
Could you maybe just tell me where that hidden passageway is?
Have you ever heard anything strange at night that sounds like chanting?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's play that bull game.
Cool. I'll be blue. Here we go.
You can go.
I think I absolutely have to win the game, which is sad.
You can go.
Miss.
You can go.
Either Jane is lucky or she's
Pass.
a cheater. Yeah, I think she's a cheater.
Your
oh,
turn.
come on!
Pass.
You can go. Oopsie. Your turn.
You can go.
You can go.
Yeah, this isn't going well.
Your turn.
Yes. Oh.
Your turn.
Pass.
You can go.
Ha!
Yeah, she's definitely cheating.
You can go.
I'm not
You
sure.
can go.
Like in a game which is totally fair, she's won every time except once. One out of winning
Your
6 out of
turn.
7 times. That sounds like cheating to me.
You can go.
I pass.
Pass.
You can go.
Pass.
Your turn.
Your turn.
All right.
Woohoo!
You can go.
Your turn. Oh no.
All right. Okay, so we're sort of tied now. Okay, I like this.
I pass.
Pass.
Good strategy is just hit roll every single time and just play the game
You can go.
while you're doing something else. Okay, that sounds like a
Pass.
good strategy.
You can go.
Sorry.
Oh. I need to win twice in order to
You can go.
win.
Your turn.
You can go.
Oh.
Pass.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Okay, I needed 2.
All right.
Yes. Okay, we're tied. Whoever wins this round wins the entire game. Pass.
I pass.
Pass.
Oh, she's just copying me.
I pass.
Your turn.
I pass.
Your turn.
I pass.
You can go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no! You lucked out that time. Okay.
Woo!
I found the secret passageway in the East Hall. That's the hall with the coat of arms on the door. But it's not a very exciting secret passageway. You're going to be totally bored. Wouldn't you rather play a game with me instead?
The East Hall is locked. Do you know how I can get in it?
My great aunt took the key. She probably thought I'd break something in there. But I found another one. Here, you can keep it if you want.
I should get going.
Ta-ta!
La 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 la.
The time has come.
Okay, so this
for closing books.
we finally won. Oh man. So this is a puzzle. The puzzle's right. That's pointing up. This is pointing down. That's pointing down. That's pointing right. That's pointing left. It's
I need the
basically-
key.
It's directions. Get it? directions. Up, down, left, right. And we're going to match them on this thing.
The hands move.
So right, down, down, left, and right.
If I want to look around in there, I'm going to need a flashlight.
Just use the light from your phone, Nancy. That might help. Or not. Anyway, I think he said to pull here, correct?
Whee!
So that was our clue. That was fun. Yeah. So that was the thing with the ghosts. That was our reward for the ghost hunt. We learned about that slip, slide, and fun challenge.
Hello, Nancy.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Tally ho!
Oh, are you okay? I guess he doesn't want to talk to me. Let's talk to Mrs. Drake.
Yes?
Do you have a flashlight I could borrow?
A what? A flashlight? I'm sorry, but we do not possess every new gadget simply because our American cousins do.
I spoke with Mr. Tucker at the Boar's Head pub, but frankly, I'm not at all sure what he said.
Yes, his language is quite colorful, isn't it? He's Cockney, you see. My brother Alan and I loved to make up Cockney rhymes when we were young. We'd drive our governess quite batty. Haven't got a pot of glue, haven't got a pot of glue. Ha! How we teased her.
Pot of glue?
A clue, dear. Haven't got a clue. Rhymes with glue, you see.
Goodbye.
Run along.
A carnivorous plant. Cool. That's probably not a good idea.
Play with it, Nancy. Jump inside it.
Ah!
Oh, that's always a fun death sequence. Yep, Nancy can be eaten by that plant. And Mrs. Drake has no idea what the word flashlight means. Seriously, she doesn't know that? That's something you should know, Mrs. Drake. Fortunately, Jane knows what we're talking about. Right, Jane? You're my friend.
So, did you find what you were looking for in that secret passageway?
Let's just say you live in a very interesting house.
I don't want to hear. It's so scary to think people can be looking about behind these walls. But you shouldn't tell anyone about them either. If you do, they'll probably close them off and say they're too dangerous.
Do you have a flashlight?
A flashlight? Oh, Nancy, flashlight is an American term. In the UK, we call it a torch. I don't have one, but I do have a whole bunch of glow sticks. If you want one, you have to play a game with me. That's the rule. On your mark, get set, go!
Whoa, already played this one. Thank you.
How about a game of Petroglyph Punch?
Uh-oh, I don't...
On your mark,
Ah!
get set, go!
I don't know if that counts towards her game thing.
Hi, Nancy.
Her game quota.
Do you want to play a game?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll do Petroglyph Punch, because I won that one earlier.
How about a game of Petroglyph Punch?
On your mark, get set, go!
Alrighty. It's like I already beat this game. Do I really have to beat it again, Jane? Like, my high score last time was so amazing. You really think I could beat it? I don't think I can. Okay, I see 4 fish. 3 of these bear things. Excellent. I think we're pretty close. Woohoo! Did it!
You're so very good. Here's your glow stick. If this one goes out, I'll let you play for another one.
Fantastic.
I should get going.
Ta-ta.
Alright, we have to play for a glow stick. Oh man, I have to remember this puzzle? Down, right, left, right. Thank you, burping dragon. Oh, my throat. That hurts a lot.
That doesn't look like a curse.
Just looks weird.
Barber, and a picture of a parrot. I wonder if Lulu has something to do with this.
So we do actually need to ask the parrot first. Otherwise, we can't solve this puzzle. So let's do it. Let's meet this parrot.
The time has come. Hello!
Does the word barber mean anything to you?
What's the magic word?
Please?
Ding! Sorry, that is incorrect. Lulu, what magic word? Magic word, magic word, magic word. A deal's a deal.
The word annoying comes to mind.
Ding! Sorry, that is incorrect. Magic word, magic word, magic word. A deal's a deal.
Okay. I guess I'll go try to figure out what the magic word is.
Cheerio. Polly is a stupid bird. Polly is a stupid bird.
So Mrs. Drake knows the magic word. I'm just gonna slide down. And then ask Mrs. Drake what that magic word is.
Yes?
Do you know anything about Lulu's magic word?
Magic word? Oh, yes. You see, my brother and grandfather would play a word game with Lulu. I never understood how it was played, but they'd play for hours. Lulu would sometimes grow sullen and refuse to play the game anymore unless they told her that... Oh, what was it that they'd have to tell her? It's perched on the tip of my tongue. Ah, they had to tell Lulu that she was a very, very clever and beautiful bird.
Would you have a torch that I could borrow?
No, I'm afraid not. Jane ruined all of ours with some sort of experiment she cooked up. But I believe she may have some of those glow sticks for illumination.
Goodbye.
Run along.
Darn, I was really hoping she would have a torch for me. Oh well.
Top of the morning to you, matey.
I know the magic word.
Magic word, magic word. What's the magic word?
Lulu is a very, very clever and beautiful bird.
Clever and beautiful. How true, clever and beautiful.
Easy, Lulu. You're hurting my ears.
So, what's your word?
Barber.
Please.
Bye, bird.
Bye, bird.
Down, left, right. Yeah! So the solution is barber. It's right over here. Let's see if we can find it. Someday we'll find it. The barber connection. Let's see. Leech. Next is picture. Now we can guess, or we can go back to Lulu for some solutions. Let's see, I think it's hourglass in this case. L-A-S-S. It's ask Lulu for help with this one. It would take forever if you went back and forth to Lulu between every single thing. No!
You gave me such a fright. What were you doing in there?
What were you doing out there? This is a locked door, lady.
I was looking at the artifacts. They're quite intriguing.
Oh, I see. Well, I didn't realize you were so interested in the treasures of Blackmore.
Do you think there's a treasure here?
Do you think there is treasure hidden somewhere in the manor?
No, not at all. At least, not the treasure you're probably thinking of. The Pendulums have lived here for centuries. The house resonates with their presence. Any hidden treasure in Blackmore would be found in the family's history, in the Pendulums' passions and deeds.
Okay. Well, what do you know about the Pendulum history?
Do you know much about the Pendulum family history?
Only that they were a very well-respected and talented family. Many of my ancestors were tutors of some of the Pendulums, and I feel very honored to continue that tradition.
Have you seen the book in Jane's room called the Mutus Liber?
Yes, the silent book. It's quite fascinating and very old. Jane's grandfather left it with me to give to her.
It almost seems as if it's telling some kind of story.
Yes, but a long-lost story whose meaning will probably never be understood.
Have you ever heard the legend about the Beast of Blackmore?
Of course. Everyone who grows up in these parts knows it. But it's just a myth. One that unfortunately proved to be quite damaging to the Pendulums.
Damaging to the Pendulums?
Well, yes. Eleanor Pendulum was executed because the villagers believed that she had created the beast. Things cannot get much more damaging than that.
Well, I won't keep you any longer.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Well, that was scary.
And the winner is Lulu.
It was nice talking to her, but, I mean, she just appeared out of nowhere. Was she following me?
Time has come. Uh-oh, not good. Stay away, stay away.
Lulu, it's me. You don't have to be scared.
Behind you. Don't look, don't look.
You're just playing a joke on me, aren't you?
Don't look, don't look.
Okay, I won't.
Nothing there, fooled ya.
If I said ant to the very, very clever and beautiful bird, it would say...
Hill. Lulu would say ant hill.
Bye, bird.
Bye-bye.
Lulu would say anthill. Alright, so... Oh man, I'm still a little scared. Was it left, right? There we go. Little scared, I have to say. But yeah. Oh man. So that's what it's like when you ask Lulu for questions. And I think you're supposed to ask her for advice for all of the questions. Oh, and that was the last one. Wah, wah, wah. Didn't really need to, do that then. Okay, so this passageway just leads to here. We want to get all these
It looks like the rest of this grid is on the other side of the wall.
Okay, I think I got all the triangles facing up now. That's good. So, we could talk to Linda and tell her I didn't see any curse in this passageway. All I saw was a silly parrot game.
Polly is a stupid bird. Polly is a stupid bird.
Aww, did you hear her crying? Sad.
Linda, I found the secret passageway. Jane told me where it is, but I didn't see any curse in there.
How could you have missed it? It was right there, just waiting to be found, wanting to be found. I can't believe how foolish I was. That stupid gargoyle. I hated how its evil eyes would stare at me whenever I walked to my room. So I moved it around, changed its position, kept fiddling with it. But when that secret door suddenly opened, I couldn't resist going in there.
Which gargoyle is this?
What do you mean, which gargoyle? I thought you said you found the secret passageway.
So there's more than one. Linda, I think someone's trying to scare you off. I think they thought you were getting too close to something that's hidden in this house.
You're right. I did get too close to something. That witch that was burned at the stake. She's cursed me, and she's probably cursed you too.
I'll see you soon.
Please.
Please. Please, you've gotta see me. I don't know why I sang that. Anyway, we need to check the gargoyle.
I'll bet that's the gargoyle Linda was talking about. And it looks just like the one in that painting I saw. Something tells me I better not mess with. There's gotta be an easier way to figure this out.
The game will not let me play with the gargoyle forever and ever and ever, even though I really want to. The game forces me to get gargoyle help from Nigel!
Hello, Nancy.
Hello, Nigel. What do you think of Ethel?
What do you think of Ethel Bosny?
I think she's an odd lot, that one. She has no formal background in pedagogy or scholarship. I would be a much better influence on Jane were I her tutor, but Mrs. Drake insists on employing Ethel.
Alright, yeah. I think Nigel secretly has a crush on Ethel and thinks she's gorgeous, but he's too scared to say it because, you know, she pops out of nowhere and goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And he's all, "Hi!" And then he just ran away screaming. And ever since that very embarrassing moment, Nigel just pretends he doesn't like her.
Who is the man in the Great Hall with the gargoyle?
That's Corbin Pendleton, born in 1670 and died in 1741, I believe. He was Eleanor's grandson and spent his life in France. It was rumored that he secretly returned to Blackmore to continue his grandmother's experiments in the mystical arts.
Where can I find his coat of arms?
I didn't realize you were so interested in Penvillin history. I'd be happy to show you his coat of arms, but I'm in dire need of a typist. Perhaps, if you can help me out, I can find that which you seek.
It's a deal. What do you want me to do?
Perhaps first we should see how fast you type. This program will rate your speed. Just type the characters that appear on the screen. If you're good enough, I'll let you type up my memoirs, and then I'll let you see the coat of arms.
Someone is saying Nigel might be far too boring for Ethel. Yeah, I do believe... Yeah, I think that might be the case. Maybe she doesn't like him. So here you just need to type. It's so random. Just type random numbers and letters until you get it right. I hope this is it. Hoovit. Yes? Was that good?
Excellent score!
Yeah!
Now, here's what I'd like you to type up. These are my memoirs. I think you'll find them quite interesting.
The Life of Nigel by Nigel. I was very, very tiny when I was born.
These are the
So
most
tiny.
boring memoirs I've ever
I
read in
recall
my
the time,
life.
first time I ate a tomato when I was 4 years old, and my friend John was having a birthday party. Or was it his 5th birthday party? Anyway, it was definitely at one of his parties
Done.
when
Finally,
I tried
I feel
a
like I've been
tomato
typing
for the
forever.
First time.
Nigel!
Although my mother told
Nigel!
me it was called a tomato, and then I was very confused. Because, you see, I don't quite understand the difference between words every time. Okay, so these are the notes. Okay, so the columns of the Great Hall. Some of these have clues for puzzles, by the way. Like, Corbin has a key in the hand. Mercury must face north. And his eyes will release the wand. So that is definitely a puzzle, yes. Nigel, I'm very intrigued by what you've learned so far in Blackmore. Good work. I could definitely see this as a bestseller if you deliver the goods. Or should I say goodies, Ludmilla? Ah, Nancy, here you go. So, attached is a crest. There we go. So you can use that to fix that gargoyle. And what time is it? It is 3:17.
No key without toil, no fire without oil. No key without toil, no fire without oil. No key without toil, no fire without oil. No key without toil,
What are they doing?
fire without oil.
Oh yeah, my actions ensure that my name will endure to the end.
That was a little creepy.
I did it perfect that time, didn't I? Well, almost perfect.
You did very well. But remember, this must remain a secret. Do not discuss it with anyone.
Yes, Ethel.
And don't forget, you have a maths exam tomorrow.
Yes, Ethel.
And be sure to brush your teeth.
Yes, Ethel. Good night.
So, that is presumably why there was chanting the first night Nancy was here. The chant does sound different. They are chanting different things on different nights. Maybe that's just how their creepy, weird organization works. Because it's creepy and weird.
Smells like oil.
And oh my goodness. La 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 la. What am I doing now? I am checking out the hidden passageway over here. So let's see. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. There's my glow stick. What's this? A peephole.
I can see into Linda's room.
Those are creepy. She's got a creepy werewolf hand.
Only the blameless shall pass here. All others shall transform into beasts. Tooth and nail shall grow long, and hair shall turn coarse, till their aspect be as loathsome as their cold hearts. Prove thy worthiness, and memorialize here the innocent one so wrongly condemned for saving lives. Else consider thyself right and truly cursed.
So with this puzzle, we need to spell out Eleanor's name using the runes, which are inside Jane's room. That would take a long time, so I'm just looking up the solution here. It's E-L-I-N-O-R. Eleanor. And we get this hidden passageway. Wrong hidden passageway. I want to keep going downstairs. This should lead us to this triangle puzzle. Excellent. So now all the triangles are facing up. I guess I need to go down the other passageway now. Uh-oh. I hope I don't get stuck on this puzzle. That would be sad. Because if you take too long, you have to get another glow stick. Because glow sticks don't last forever. And I don't really want to do that Petroglyph Punch again. That would take a while. So let's hope I can do this correctly.
And the winner is Lulu.
Woohoo! Yeah, I don't think Nancy's cursed, because the curse says all you have to do is enter the name of the one who is... You have to enter Eleanor's name to undo the curse. Nancy did that. Nancy should really tell Linda, hey, guess what? There's a way out, right? It said enter the name or consider yourself truly cursed. There was an or. Nancy got the name correct, therefore she's not cursed anymore. Right? Yay! And we solved the puzzle. Hooray.
Wow, looks like I won't be needing any more of Jane's glow sticks.
Great, so now I've got a magic glowing rock instead of glow stick, which is, in my opinion, pretty cool. Here is a secret room.
It looks like I'm at the bottom of some kind of well.
My dear little Jane, just a quick note enclosed is what you requested. I hope it will help your guinea pig. It certainly helped me. All the best, Uncle Roger. Yes. Yeah, that's the bottom of the well. It's pretty cool. Alright, so that's it for the bottom of the well.
This reminds me of that picture I saw in the Mutus Liber. I'm supposed to press the button under the blue triangles I want to move, then press the one under the group I want to move them to, until I wind up with a group of just 4 triangles.
Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. I go like this, then 2 to 3, then this to center, then this to right. Excellent. And we've got another puzzle. Like I said, up to the side is the key puzzle. This room.
I can see into the library.
So we wanted him to face north.
Oh? The statue. It's moving.
Yeah, that's not north. That's just now his butt is facing us.
No!
I love how we scared Nigel. Okay, great. Now he's facing north. Now we need to get his eyes to face the one direction. So I have no idea what that one direction is. Maybe there's a clue somewhere? Maybe there isn't. But yeah. It definitely says, prove thy worthiness, else consider thyself cursed. Yeah, there we go. I feel like that's the way out of the curse. It's by proving your worthiness. Let's see if this works. Oh no, that was the wrong one. He's looking down at his magnet, so we can't steal it. So there are many, many puzzles in this game, obviously. It's definitely a puzzle-licious game. I think because I filled this thing, we can solve this puzzle now.
Someone deliberately set this up so they could use this squirt gun to hit those tiles over there.
I really hate this puzzle. It's just random guessing. Like, if there's alligators there, I don't know. You just have to get lucky. Yep, there was no alligator there last time I went up. Oh, come on! We did it! There we go, we got one thing. Yay, we solved the puzzle. Where's Mrs. Drake? She not here? Is it just it's super late at night, that's why she's not here. Okay. Let me solve that Mercury puzzle before I forget. I like how Nancy automatically pulls out her magical glowing stone. That way I don't have to do it every single time. That is nice. So let's try the middle finger. Let's see if that one works. No, I don't want to go downstairs. I want to go back to the library. Yes, there is a book in Nancy's room about the alligator. I can show that off.
That must be the food I ordered.
Oh, food, yeah.
Ah, loop-de-loop, otherwise known as soup. I'm hungrier than I thought.
Some delicious soup. So the book in Nancy's room is here.
John Pendulum.
In a faraway place beside a pond, gone dry, lived a frog named Granny. Granny was content to live by himself and never ventured into the pond, for back then it was a fearsome place full of crocodiles that lurked just beneath the surface, waiting for a tasty little morsel like Granny to swim by. But one day a beautiful princess appeared on the other side of the pond. Like Granny, she was by herself, for she had been unfairly banished from her father's kingdom. Sometimes at night, Granny could hear her singing sad songs and talking to herself out of loneliness. He longed to swim across the pond so they could keep each other company, but he knew the crocodiles would eat him if he tried. So he sat on the shore, croaking mournfully in the moonlight all alone. Then one day, a kind-hearted water fairy appeared in the mist above the swamp that surrounded the pond, and told Granny that she would help him cross the pond so he and the princess could be together. How? Granny asked. I cannot swim across, for the crocodiles are fast and fierce, and have eaten more friends and relatives than I dare to count. You will not have to swim, the water fairy replied, for I shall make a path for you. And don't forget, crocodiles tend to hide in the middle of the pond and near trees, and they hate boats. But that's not true. We saw those crocodiles appeared randomly. With that, a lily pad suddenly appeared in a pond in front of Granny. Although he was still afraid, he summoned his courage and hopped onto it. Then another lily pad appeared, and after that another, then another. Granny leapt from one to the next, his tiny heart pounding in his chest. Until at long last, he leapt from the last lily pad onto the dock where the princess sat. She was delighted to see the little frog, and when she realized that Granny had made the perilous journey across the pond just to be with her, she smiled for the first time since her banishment. So grateful was she for Granny's company that she gave the water fairy a gift, a bright red key, which the water fairy soon put to use, and all three lived happily ever after. What a nice story.
But how can you expect to feel better if you don't eat properly?
And from now on, just bring me what I ask for.
A healthy digestive system cannot do without roughage, you know.
Yes, Mrs.
Interesting.
Yo, Mrs. Drake, what did you just do? What was that?
Looks like some sort of charm.
Creepy. Why'd you put a charm on the door? What is that? Here we go. Mercury is now rolling his eyes, so we get the wand. Yay! We did solve that puzzle. It's good to know. Good to know. And I believe we can solve Jane's puzzle.
She's probably sleeping.
We totally can. Okay, I'm gonna put the butter in here.
This'll loosen things up in there.
And the key in here. This was the key I got from the singing stairs. Now, in order to move these things around... Oh, don't worry, I will talk to Mrs. Drake about that evil thing. But, first, I'm trying to solve this puzzle here. So, the solution to the puzzle is inside Jane's room. It's going to be Moon, and then this guy, and then it's going to be the Knight, and then it's going to be the hands, and then the Angel, and then this thing. Alrighty, and then the Father Time. So let's start by getting this into place down there. So how do we do that? We just move everything around and around until we get it right. I think that might be it. Let's see, I'm gonna move the sun there. Because the sun's gonna go down there at the end. So I want to move all those pieces out of the way. Move the sun down there. It's the Jester on top of the sun, though. Moon here. That man there. Great. And I need the Jester in this spot. So let me see. I don't think that's actually going to work. I think what I'll do is I'll get... Yeah, Get the Knight down there. It's like this. Moving the Knight down there. And I'll just move everything clockwise. Let's just do that. Everything goes clockwise. I think that's probably the best way to solve this puzzle. It is a tough puzzle. So I'm almost getting to the place where I can demonstrate what it is I'm trying to do. Nice. So there's that piece that goes there, and next to it is the Knight. The next piece is going to be the hands, these charity things. So I'm going to move everything around clockwise. And when I get a chance, I'll move the hands into that spot where the Jester is now. Like that. I'll move these around counterclockwise because that might actually be a little bit easier now. See, how do I do that again? Like this. Like this. So now we've got these five, that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 pieces in place. And next to those 5 pieces is going to be actually the Angel. Oh, that's neat. Oh man, how do I get the Angel not to be in that spot, though? Okay, I'll get the sun there. Angel. And then this. Yeah, there we go, that's it. Solution! I hope that made sense and wasn't too confusing, and I hope that people who are trying to follow along at home can actually follow what was happening there. Let's skip ahead and talk to Mrs. Drake.
What's that?
With her eyes so bright, looks toward heaven at midnight. On the longest night of year, that's the one she holds most dear. Story friends she's often heard to say, how I wish that I could make you stay. She knows though they can't remain, time will bring them round again.
Aw, that's Jane singing the Bridget song.
I don't want to disturb them.
And that's definitely going to be a puzzle later on in this game. Don't you worry, we're going to have that Bridget puzzle. Let's talk to Mrs. Drake.
Have you seen? The well is filled up again. It's very curious, but quite wonderful.
Why did you put that charm above Linda's door?
What? I fail to see why that is any of your concern. But if you must know, I was only trying to help Linda. Oh, I am at a loss as to what to do about her. A complete loss. Sometimes extraordinary situations require extraordinary measures. I thought that perhaps a charm would help. Whatever it is that's plaguing that poor thing.
I think Ethel is trying to recruit Jane into some kind of secret society.
Oh, for heaven's sake, child. Where did you ever get such nonsense?
I saw Ethel and Jane performing this ritual in the Great Hall in the middle of the night.
Poppycock! A ritual in the middle of the night? Young lady, I will not abide such wild stories. Imagine Ethel Bossany recruiting my grandniece into some kind of secret society. Next thing you'll be saying Linda has been cursed by some roving spirit, or that we have ghosts prowling about.
Right. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you.
The pleasure is all mine, child.
Yeah. More importantly, why were you delivering food at 4 a.m.? That was a bit odd, Mrs. Drake. I would say very odd indeed. Alright, somebody asked if we've had nightmares yet. Ooh.
Sheet with her eyes so bright, looks toward heaven at midnight. On the longest night of year, that's the one she holds most dear. Story friends, she's often heard to say, how I wish that I could make you stay. She knows though they can't remain, time will bring them round again.
Brigitte with her eyes so bright looks toward heaven at midnight. On the longest night of year, that's the one she holds most dear. Story friends, she's often heard to say, how I wish that I could make you stay. She knows though they can't remain, time will bring them round again.
Ethel may be creepy, but she has a lovely singing voice. It's very nice.
Brigitte with her eyes so bright looks toward heaven at midnight. On the longest night of year, that's the one she holds most dear. Story friends, she's often heard to say, how I wish that I could make you stay. She knows though they can't remain, time will bring them round again.
Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. Okay, so we can actually solve that puzzle now. Let's do it. Why not? So, looks towards heaven at midnight on the longest night of year. That's the one she holds most dear. So it's one of those. And then here, it matches with that. Matches with that. And that's how we solve this puzzle. Believe it or not. So the Lynx is going to be all black. Let's get this dragon. Dragon needs to be all red. Lion is going to be red, but it's not gonna, it's gonna have this right fourth mixed off. So that would be this one. See lion right there. Now let's see what lion matches on this thing. Ah, there's Lynx. Lion here. Okay, so here's Lynx, Leo. Okay, so this must be that longest night of year they were talking about, right? So Leo the lion is east. So you see these four things, like lion is east, Lynx is center, Pisces is left. And we know from this that left is blue with the right fourth. So if Pisces is left, we need to find the Pisces, that would be the fish, and say, hey, Pisces was left, left was blue. It was missing the left fourth. Does that make sense? That's how you're supposed to solve the puzzle. That's how you put those pieces together. So the rabbit is green.
Wonder
like
what
that.
this is.
It goes on the telescope. And that telescope lens is is
Wonder
used
what
for two
goes
puzzles.
there.
Here's one. This is the easier one. You need to press the zodiac symbols in the correct order. Did it wrong. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! Alright, and we can ask Jane about that particular, about the telescope thingy. Let's order some more food, because everybody wants me to order all of the foods.
Boar's Head, this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
Can I have the dog's eye?
That'll make me Gooseberry right proud. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
Okay.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato!
You keep baking that potato, sir.
What was that?
Aww. That was
Pax
creepy.
sax serax ola noa nostra.
Again.
Pax sax serax ola noa nostra.
Whoa, oh, check this out.
Scratch marks, like something was trying to get into my room.
Ah, yeah, that's sort of a nightmare scene. I didn't get any soup yet. I mean, I got the soup, but I didn't get. Where's my food? See if I can get another nightmare. Nope, no nightmare this time. Looks like Nancy is just going to have a nice night. Well, I needed to talk to Jane, so let's skip ahead to when Jane is out. 4 p.m.
Nancy, I'm so afraid. Someone just sent me this horrid message. Look at this.
This house is now mine, so of this be warned. Thou hast angered me and shall soon be gone.
Now look on the other side. That symbol is a rune. Right side up, it means protection like a shield. But there, it's upside down. It means I'm in danger.
I wouldn't take this seriously, Jane. Someone in this house is up to no good, and I'm determined to find out who it is.
Are you really? I mean, none of these weird things started happening until you came to Blackmore. How do I know it's not you who's behind all this?
I think you can trust me.
I think not. I don't think I can trust anyone right now. I wish I'd never come back to this place. It's old and cold, and I hate it. And I just don't want to be here.
I know you're upset, but please, you have to trust me. I'm on your side. Jane, did there used to be a telescope in my room?
Mm-hmm. I took it outside to look at the stars. But if you want it back, you'll have to play a game with me.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay, what's the game?
Let's see how quick your reflexes are. I'll time you. If you get the puzzle done in time, I'll return the telescope. If not, then you'll have to try again.
this really like a reflex testing puzzle? Because I feel like it's not.
On your mark, get set, go!
Whatever, we can solve it in 5 minutes. Oh no, we can't.
5 minutes.
I don't know where else this piece could go besides the bottom right corner. And it's not going into place either. Alright. This piece here, maybe? Yeah, there we go. We got one piece into place. Now we need just tons more. Okay, that's a corner piece. I guess that's an upper left corner piece. That's weird. We've got all the corner pieces in place.
Four minutes.
You're scaring me, Jane. It's just a weird puzzle. We've got screaming bunny rabbits. There we go. Yes. I think pretty well done. Yes.
Three
There.
minutes. You won. Good show. I'll put the telescope back in your room first chance I get.
Yay!
Jane, I saw you and Ethel performing some kind of ritual. What were you doing?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
You and Ethel were pouring oil or something down some kind of drain.
Coo, you're a daft one. Imagine me and Ethel running around in the middle of the night pouring oil down drains.
I didn't say anything about it taking place in the middle of the night.
Well, isn't that when weird rituals usually take place? In the dead of night? Anyway, you were probably just having a bad dream. Believe me, this castle can sometimes give you nightmares.
I should get going.
Bye.
I saw you. You're such a liar. Such a liar. Such a liar. Well, alrighty. Spinning around downstairs. Going back up. Maybe that gave her time to fix the telescope in my room. Here we go. So telescope goes here. Now we can see these symbols. All 5 of those special symbols, and they go on the machine downstairs. One right over here. It's Betty.
It stopped working.
So it's broken, and we need to get Mrs. Drake's help to have it work. Boy, this is really puzzle heavy. I didn't consider it until just now, but yeah, this is... So, we have to solve a puzzle to get the lens, and then we have to solve a puzzle to get the telescope, which goes with the lens, which gives us a clue for the Betty puzzle. But in order to solve the Betty puzzle, we need to get to Crank for Mrs. Drake. And in order to get to Crank, she's gonna make us solve this puzzle. It's like 5 puzzles in a row.
Yes?
Do you believe that Blackmoor Manor is haunted?
No, of course not. I've lived here for many, many years, and I can tell you without a doubt that absolutely no ghosts walk these halls. An occasional odd creak here and there, yes, but no ghosts. but I do sometimes wonder if those who have passed away remain with us, lingering on. I miss my brother terribly, and I sometimes wonder if he is, in some way, still here.
I'd like to play the card machine in the Great Hall, but it's broken.
It's not broken. I removed its crank, as it was proving to be too much of a distraction for Jane. I suppose I could see where it's gone to. But in the meantime, be a dear and do something for me, would you?
Like what?
Do you see that hodgepodge of plants over there? They're my prize seedlings. I had them perfectly arranged in that box, so I could easily move them about to catch the light. Unfortunately, Jane took all of them out when I wasn't looking, and now for the life of me I cannot get them back in the box, so that they all fit. Why don't you give it a try while I see about that crank? If we both succeed, we shall both be happy, if you catch my meaning. Remember, they must all fit in that box!
Alright, let's see if we can solve this puzzle. Oh boy. Everybody loves the stuff, a bunch of plants in a box puzzle. Definitely big fun times here. I'll never get this right, will I? Oh, those two. I mean, those look great. Ah, but that doesn't leave any room up top. Oh. Be nice if I could, like, move these pieces around to see where they are lengthwise, I guess, compared to each other. I don't know if that... Does that make sense? To, like, spin this one so I could see... those are relatively the same length, right? I'll never get this right, will I? Oh, no. Yeah, this one looks like it's just a square. That one just looked square, that's all. I feel like those two go on top of each other, because they're just very... same length, same height, maybe? But, like, what would be a piece? Does this piece go... I mean, that's almost perfectly the same height. What about this for the right-hand side? But this one doesn't really stretch out well. I mean, unless I do this. Oh, I can't rotate that one. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can rotate that tomato plant or whatever it is. Yeah, maybe this. Fingers crossed. No! Maybe it's like that. And then like this. Yes.
There.
Got it! Woo! We did it, everybody! We solved the puzzle. Oh, man. Yes. We did solve that puzzle, finally.
Ah, there you are. I'm sorry to inform you that I shall soon be leaving Blackmore. I just have a few things to take care of, and then I shall bid you adieu.
Why? Where are you going?
I have good reason to believe this place is genuinely haunted. There's no way I'm staying here 1 minute longer than I have to. Thankfully, I've finished most of my research and have enough to start my book.
He's just scared of that statue.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Valet!
I love how he covered it up with a blanket so he doesn't have to look at it anymore. At least I think that's a funny joke. I do like how these games are full of little details like that.
Yes?
I managed to get all those seedlings back in the box.
Wonderful. And I managed to find that crank. There you go.
Great, thank you. Goodbye.
The pleasure is all mine, child.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to do the cricket puzzle as well, which is sort of like the second half of that. The 13 ghost puzzle. So let me do that right now, because that's an easy one. Unlike the Betty puzzle, which is not as easy. Okay, you grab the cricket ball, and you're gonna throw it. Woo! And that gave me a disc. Fantastic.
I guess I should explain.
I see you did not heed my warning. I realize you're a very curious young woman, but know this. These passageways can only lead to misfortune for the uninitiated, and I am not only speaking of physical peril.
Okay.
Would being initiated have anything to do with secret rituals in the middle of the night?
Nancy, I know you're a good person and mean well, and I understand you feel compelled to discover what is happening to Linda. But I also have certain duties which may conflict with yours. I will not interfere as long as I am prohibited from doing so, but know that the instant I receive the word, you will no longer be welcomed in Blackmore. Good day.
Ethel just shows up to threaten me. That wasn't as scary as last time, but it's still not nice that she threatened me. Okay. So we need to press those symbols in the correct order, the ones that appeared on the wall. And
those symbols look familiar.
The symbols are tragedy, then parrot, then lyre, then two flutes, then comedy.
Maybe she'll give that to me if I win.
So she will wager that thing. And now we get to play this game, which is basically just go fish. You ask the other person for cards, so she has no calliopes. Let me ask for a melopamine. No melopamines. I'm only one away from getting a Thalia, so do you have any Thalias? No. She asks if I have any of those. Oh, what? She took both of my calliopes, and that gives her a match. Okay, I got one of those from her. Let's do Pegasus. Yep, got me one of those. Ask for the Polyphemia. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go with the Mela again. Nope. Ooh, I got a parrot, and I know she has a parrot because she's asking for them. Looks like I should have gone with that. Yeah, this game is sort of luck dependent. Oh, is this game cheating? Is she cheating just like Jane? Yeah, She cheats like Jane. Okay. Let's go with this again. Nope. Oh. Give me a new symbol. Oh, hey, she had 2 of that symbol. Yay! I got my first victory. Let's do this one again. Oh, hey, I've got this moon thing she's always asking about. Oh, looks like she's gonna get the tragedy mask win. Alright, Pegasus? She only has 1 of them. Ooh, good. Got a match there. Hey, hey, got another match. Still looking for that parrot, but not getting it. Ooh, I got the parrot. Of course, she picks it immediately. Alright, so one of these 2. Let's go with the planet again. I think that's victory. That's victory.
I won! All right, Betty, pay up.
Thanks, Betty. Ha 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 ha. Somebody in the chat said we should call people. There's really, like, Ned is the phone contact in this game. I guess we can talk to Ned.
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Hey, Nancy.
Just wanted to let you know I got here safely.
So how's Blackmoor Manor?
A little on the spooky side.
How's Mrs. Petrov's daughter?
Next question, please.
That bad, huh?
It's just very strange. She stays in bed hiding behind this curtain all day.
Do you have any idea what the deal is?
She thinks she's been cursed.
Cursed? What do you mean?
She saw this ancient curse in a secret passageway, and now she thinks it's coming true.
Yikes, that's kind of nuts.
Frankly, as creepy as this place is, I'm beginning to wonder.
So what'd the curse say?
She refused to tell me.
Sounds to me like you'd better give finding that out your top priority.
Nancy already figured that out, though.
Linda's stepdaughter, Jane, she has this really weird picture book in her room.
What do you mean, a picture book?
I mean, pictures are all that's in this book. No words, just these strange hand-drawn images. And the book is old, like it's been around for centuries.
Drawings, huh? Maybe it's some kind of an ancient instruction manual. You know, for people who didn't know how to read.
Could be. When I asked her about it, Jane said her grandfather gave it to her. And then...
And then what?
And then she changed the subject.
Sounds like that book may prove to be pretty important.
I think Linda may be turning into the Beast of Blackmore.
The Beast of Blackmore?
In the 17th century, Eleanor Pendleton was rumored to have turned her husband into some kind of creature for discovering something that he shouldn't have. She was later executed for witchcraft. Anyway, while I was looking into her room through this peephole,
You were spying on her through a peephole?
No, well, sort of. Okay, so maybe I was. But the point is, I got a glimpse of her hand, and it was all hairy.
You're kidding me.
Frankly, it was pretty shocking. And if the rest of her is anything like her hand, well, it's no wonder she won't let anyone see her.
I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation. I have no idea what it could be, but I'm sure there is one.
Apparently, each of Jane's ancestors had different coats of arms.
Really? That's odd. You'd think there would be just one coat of arms for the whole family.
Believe me, the Pendleton family is nothing if not odd. Each coat of arms includes very distinct images and symbols.
Wonder why they're so different.
It's a long story, but I'm beginning to think that each Pendleton left behind a puzzle. and that his or her coat of arms contains clues to solving that puzzle.
Makes sense. I mean, in an oddball Penvillinian sort of way.
I'll talk to you soon.
I'm already looking forward to it.
Yep, that's an ad.
Pay no attention to the bird behind the curtain.
Alright, so let's go to the downstairs area. I think we do have to solve some puzzles down here. Creepy underground area. So we have the spinning rooms, which is kind of tough.
Oh my gosh, the room is moving!
Let's see, the trick is to open this door twice. And then exit.
Weird symbols. Maybe knowing what that snake symbol means will help me figure out what the others mean.
Yep, that's just the simple solution. Open the door twice, and then just leave through the Mercury symbol. There we have it. So Nigel is the one who knows what that weird snake thing is. Let's go down the fun way.
This is not the right time.
It's not the right time to put this down in my pocket. Alrighty. Nigel, Nigel, where are you, sir? You're over here.
Yes?
Do you know what the symbol of a snake eating its tail signifies?
The Ouroboros? It's a very old image and is usually associated with alchemy. You really do come up with the strangest questions, Nancy.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. So, because he tells us that, we can look up what that is on my phone. Alchemy symbols. And we will use that to solve the alchemy puzzle. But first, let's go back to Nancy's room. See if we can get some food. Is there any food yet? Why does Nancy's food never show up? It's weird. Have the alchemy puzzle. I've got the solution written down, so it's not that bad. These are some creepy underground tunnels. I really would like a flashlight and not just a strange glowing rock. Hope it's not glowing for weird reasons. So we're trying to make that symbol. In order to make that symbol, we press these two. Next is those same two symbols, but then this one 3 times. Next is going to be these 2 symbols. And these 2. Bit of a complicated puzzle, isn't it? And then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So here we are in the top secret lab of the Pendulums.
You're one big drink of water, aren't you?
He is a very handsome fellow.
My dear initiate,
Congratulations for progressing this far. Your goal may not be in sight, but it is very, very close. I have to say something. I leave this for you because the Athener can be daunting and not a little discouraging. Just bear in mind to use it if you must first light it. And to light it, you must give the 4 things: earth, air, water, and fire. Should you require more information, consult a Mutus Liber. Sometimes even my grandfather Corbin, he did that with some frequency.
Penelope Penvillin. Wow, this letter was written more than 200 years ago.
I regret that we shall never meet, but you'll get a glimpse into my life when you encounter my contribution to the security of the treasure. Likewise, were I somehow to project myself into the future, I'd learn something about you. Were I to come across the obstacle which you will have created. Blackmoor Manor is indeed the sum of many hearts and minds of all who have dwelt here. Oh, and here's a random book about that handsome guy that Nancy was talking about, or just admiring. Yeah, that's a nice map. Welcome to your initiate, and it basically, all of the Penvillins, every other generation, it skips a generation, they have a puzzle, and they've written about their puzzles. It's like, okay, I have a key near a singing staircase, and the forge needs to be filled with water, and moving the hands on Mercury, that's Eleanor's. This was fantastic. You need to light the fire to the forge with the wand, and basically every single one is a puzzle. So we've been solving a lot of those puzzles throughout this game. It's a very puzzle-heavy game. Well, let's solve one of these puzzles now.
Whoa, sounds like the big guy out there just took a step.
Want to move this?
Looks like some winds are stronger than others.
How do I do this? I go left and right, I think? The winds are moving around sort of randomly, but we need to see if we can do it. Oh no! Ah, almost had it. Oh, come on. This is sort of a random puzzle. So let me try to get to the top area. I feel safe in the top area. Try to land on this one wind. See if I can do it. Yeah, didn't work. Ooh, got it here. Great, so I got the wind that blows downwards. That's great. Let's see if I can catch this left wind. Wait for the left wind to like appear on that spot and then go down twice. Does that left wind move? It was in like the same spot very often. So I'm gonna go here. Ah, push back. Try to go down to the south wind now. I might make it, I might not. here in the south, I'll just go left and right until I land on that south wind. Might even go up and down. Yeah, this is just pure luck at this point. Got it. And now I'll get that east wind.
It
Got
sounds
it.
like air is going to the forge.
Yay. So that gives air to the forge. Excellent. So let's solve this. Let's see if I've got all the puzzles solved. It feels like there's probably one or two which I haven't solved, which I just don't remember. So we go all the way back. We're gonna go to that main area. Let's go to Nancy's room. Let's see. You know, I'm not seeing any nightmares here. But we can try to make this game all scary and go with nightmare time. Well, that's because it's the middle of the day. It's not very scary in the middle of the day. See. Now maybe if I just purposely set my alarm to something like 3 a.m. and then I'd get a nightmare. There we go.
Who is that? I wonder if these are what made those red eyes I saw outside the night I arrived.
Yep, so that's how the culprit made those red eyes appear. Still very creepy. We saw that, like, hooded figure at 3:15. What time is it? It's like 2 a.m. though. Any more nightmares? Ooh, don't know. Alright, so let's see. We have the moon puzzle. We have the moon piece. I think I moved the pipe like that. I could be wrong. You know, those middle pipes are the tough ones. Okay, we have this. That's an easy pipe. We're basically just getting the pipes to connect. We need the Mercury wand, which we have. We need to put this here. And the lightning bolt here. Hey, I think we've got all these pieces. So let's say that one's facing down, maybe. And then the knight's helmet, which I do have as well.
Sounds like I did something right.
Great. It sounds like we did something correct. We triggered this puzzle, I believe. No, we need to tap...
I should probably go to bed.
Nancy, don't be such a wimp, okay? We need to tap all three of these gargoyles. Between the ears, right? Or do I tap this thing first? I feel like we tap all three gargoyles. Maybe I really should go to bed. Give me a second. I don't have a task list. Yeah, I'm going to bed.
What was that?
What?
Where'd this come from?
Oh no.
Doom shall come on swift wings to thee who hath seen forbidden things.
Oh no.
This looks like it came from a wolf.
Creepy. Creepy times. That's creepy. Alright, so I do know I'm supposed to use this wand. Haha, maybe that's it. Maybe we need to start with
The door!
that gargoyle.
This wand probably works through magnets.
That was it. I probably started with the wrong gargoyle. Come on, gargoyle. Here.
Whoa, something tells me I just succeeded in lighting the forge.
Yeah, Nancy really should have opened the door and chased after whoever sent her that letter instead of just politely getting that letter. Okay, so we're at the end game sequence. Let me see. I'll try for a one more nightmare though. Yeah, that's creepy. It's very creepy. So, did you, should I try talking to everybody? Try talking to everybody, I guess. Because we're basically at the end of the game. So, I'll talk to everybody. And then I'll try doing the end game sequence. See if anybody has anything new to say. I don't think they do.
Hi.
I should get going.
Bye.
Hi. Bye. Somebody's gonna be an angry teenager when she gets older.
Linda? Is there anything I can get for you?
A well full of nice cold water sounds good. My mouth is so dry and I always seem to be thirsty. And I get so hungry. You should go.
Why?
I said go! Now! Get out! Do you hear me? Get out!
Get out! Get out! Go away! Leave me alone! I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm angry. It's kind of creepy. Yeah, no. I bet she was just feeling it's like, oh no, I'm a werewolf now.
Yes?
Goodbye.
Good day.
Well, it looks like Mrs. Drake doesn't want to talk to me. Jane didn't want to talk to me. I guess I talked to everybody about pretty much everything. I did see some, Nigel's
looks
gone.
like Nigel forgot his laptop.
Wouldn't that be amazing that I talked about the Beast of Blackmore existing? Yes. Yeah, Nigel's gone. It did look like there was more we could talk to Linda about, so... We'll see if she's ready to talk now.
Hi, Linda. Linda?
Hi? Linda!
I'll be going now.
Oh, Linda. Ooh, what's this?
Yuck. Did you order this meat?
I told you, I get hungry. Now go away.
But it's like raw meat.
Hi, Linda. I'll be going now.
Gonna skip ahead one more day. Just in case there are any more, like, nightmare thingies. But also, see if there's another conversation with Linda. That technically was not skipping ahead a day. That was just skipping ahead an hour. Let me try that again. Nope, no more nightmares. Nightmare free. Let's call Hugh at least.
Hugh Penvillin here.
Hello, Mr. Pendleton. This is Nancy Drew. I'm the one who's visiting Linda. You know, from the United States, across the pond.
Yes, of course. Are you at Blackmore?
Yes, I am, and I've talked to Linda.
Good for you, because frankly, that's something I've been quite unable to do lately. These temper tantrums of hers make rational discourse well nigh impossible.
How long have these tantrums been going on?
Ever since I left for Italy. We'll be talking on the phone about the weather or Jane's lessons or something equally innocuous, and suddenly she'll be bellowing at me and slamming the phone down.
Are you sure you didn't inadvertently say something, you know, argumentative?
I promise you, these rages of hers are totally uncalled for and quite unbearable. I love her dearly, but she's making things very difficult.
I met your daughter Jane.
Quite the bundle of energy, isn't she?
I get the feeling that she's a little lonely.
I'm sure she is, what with a private tutor instead of school and Linda being under the weather. And coming back to Blackmore no doubt reminds her of her real mother. Renee and I were divorced almost 2 years ago. Jane went into a bit of a tailspin for a while, but she's come to adore Linda. She's been calling her Mummy since the day we were married.
I understand that Mrs. Drake is your aunt?
Yes, Aunt Letitia. We're not very close, however. She's always been rather aloof, much more interested in being a Penvillin than a person, if you know what I mean.
She seems kind of irritable.
That's putting it mildly. But then I imagine she's feeling a bit insecure. She's getting on in years and she's alone and she's totally dependent upon me. Financially, that is. Although there is the 6-month habitation clause.
The what?
According to the Penvillin rules of inheritance, the spouse of Blackmoor Manor's current owner, that would be Linda since I'm the current owner, the spouse of the current owner must reside in the manor for at least 6 months. Should she or he leave the manor before 6 months is up, ownership of 1/2 of the estate immediately passes to the next legal heir.
And that would be Mrs. Drake.
Correct.
Well, we already figured that out. We solved that puzzle.
Who's Uncle Roger?
That would be my ex-wife's brother.
Is there something wrong with him?
Other than the fact that he wears the most ill-fitting, worse-looking toupee that was ever created? No. Why?
Just curious. Have you spent much time on your father's computer? The one that's in the library?
I dare say I've never touched it. Mathematics, computer science, linguistics, all the things that fascinated my scholarly father bored me to tears. He gave up on me quite early on. With Jane, however, it was a different story.
What do you mean?
From the day she was born, my father doted on her, far more than he ever doted on me. Read to her, bought her books, games. Truth be told, I was a bit jealous. He passed away when she was still a toddler, so it's unlikely she remembers all the attention he showered on her. But I do, and I still find it so out of character as to be mystifying.
What do you know about the secret passageways here at Blackmore?
Only that they're hundreds of years old and are undoubtedly dangerously decayed. Jane has been ordered to stay out of them. Fortunately, it's highly doubtful she'll even figure out how to get in them.
Did you ever go in them?
I vaguely recall blundering into one when I was a child, but it was very dark and ended rather abruptly, and I found the whole experience to be rather unremarkable. When I told my father what I'd discovered, he merely shrugged, agreed that the passageways were dark, decrepit, and pointless, suggested that I stay out of them, and that was the end of it.
I think your father was lying to you, dude.
Did Jane ever have a guinea pig?
Oh, yes. At least, I think it was a guinea pig. As I recall, it spent most of its life hiding under the shoebox Jane had put in its cage. It was black, I think. Harmless fellow. Utterly useless, of course, but harmless.
What happened to him?
It passed away a year or two ago. I told Jane she was feeding him too much, but, well, at least the little bloke died happy.
What do you know about the Beast of Blackmore?
Pure medieval fiction, the product of little minds in an era of dangerously little education. I have forbidden Ethel to so much as mention it to Jane. Where did you hear about it?
The man doing research in the library, Nigel Mukherjee?
Another of my aunt's ideas. The fact that the Pendulums have never had a book written about them has been a perpetual source of social embarrassment for her.
How long has he had access to the library?
For months now. Not that he's much of a bother. He's quiet as a church mouse, and he never seems to set foot out of the library. He was recommended by a friend, and he has assured us over and over that the book he publishes will cast only a positive light upon the Pendulum name. Although, come to think of it, I never have seen the contract he agreed to sign, which was to put that promise in writing.
Are you the one who hired Ethel to be Jane's tutor?
No, that was my aunt's doing.
Mrs. Drake?
Yes, she absolutely insisted. She said the Bossinies had been tutoring the Pendulums for centuries and that I was duty-bound to continue the tradition. She kept saying that it's what her brother would have wanted.
Her brother being Alan, your father?
Yes, and I must say I've been quite pleased with Ethel. She's a fine young woman, and Jane seems to enjoy her lessons, strange as they are.
What do you mean by strange?
Ethel demands that Jane study history, obscure history, Pendulum history. They discuss events that even I, as a direct descendant, find inconsequential, to say nothing of deadly dull.
It was nice talking to you.
This is an extremely busy time for me, so I apologize in advance if you call and I'm unavailable.
I understand.
Good. Cheerio.
Cheerio. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night, everyone. All right. I'll see if Linda has anything new to talk to me about, and then we'll just go for the end of the game. Okay?
Hi, Linda.
No. Nothing.
I'll be going now.
Nothing. Nothing. She's got nothing to say. I don't think we can see anything new in the peephole. Nope. Nothing new there. So we have the rather long puzzle, which is the one I pointed out in the Munis Liber, which has a bunch of symbols. Those symbols match up with the different coats of arms for the various pendulums. When you match them up correctly, you should get... Here, let me solve this first. There we go. Should get the forge key right over
This
here.
looks like the forge is lit. This looks like some kind of ancient mold. By pulling out different plugs, I can create different patterns in the mold.
You want to make them match the patterns which are in the various coats of arms. So like, for example, hey, this one, it's got line, 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 and it's also got a sun. So where the sun picture is in the Munis Liber, it looks like the sun picture in the Munis Liber is in this spot, right? So you know, hey, that spot has two lines like that. So you do that not only for this one, you do it for all 12 of the various coats of arms. The ones depicted in the Munis Liber. And that gives you this solution to the puzzle.
Wow, molten metal.
See, we're gonna pour it right in there.
There, that looks right.
Got the beautiful working key. go. We're gonna put the key into place, and the culprit is going to appear right now.
A keyhole.
So if you don't want the ending to the game spoiled, stop watching this video.
Whatever you just found, it's mine. I'm the Pendulum, not you. Besides, I would have found it before you did if I didn't have to sit there all day learning all that other silly rubbish. What is that?
It is the Pendulum family treasure.
That is the Pendulum Treasure.
A rock? 600 years of secrets and mystery and puzzles, all because of a stupid rock? No way. There must be something under it.
No, don't touch it!
Jane, no, no, no! Back away now!
Help! Nancy, help me! It's pitch black in here. I can't see anything. Get me out of here, please! I'm sorry I was mean to you before. I'm sorry for everything.
What do you mean by everything?
It's my fault Linda's sick. I mean, she's not really sick. I just made her think she is. I left that curse in her room and gave her allergy pills and put hair medicine in a moisturizer.
So hair medicine?
Why?
I just wanted to go away. I just wanted to be Daddy and me and Mommy, my real Mommy. Please don't make me talk anymore, Nancy. There's no air in here. I can't breathe.
I've got to figure out a way to get that box off of her fast.
The hair moisturizer, the one that Uncle Roger used?
I'm running out of air.
The one that he said, hey, it's fine, you can use it on your guinea pig? That's the hair moisturizer she's talking about. Well, we have the very strong, very handsome Aeolus over here. No. Yes, we do. We do have you here. He should be strong enough to lift up that box.
Thank you.
Dear Ned, well, there is a Beast of Blackmore. Jane. She made poor Linda think she was turning into a monster by putting her uncle's hair restorer in Linda's moisturizer. She also slipped Mrs. Drake's allergy pills into Linda's food so she'd feel woozy all the time. An extremely dangerous thing to do. Needless to say, Jane's father was very upset, especially when he found out Jane had done it because she still wants him and her real mother to get back together. After Jane apologized to Linda, and Hugh apologized to both of them, they all resolved to do whatever it takes to become a real family. As for Blackmoor Manor, ever since I told him about all the passageways and gadgetry I discovered, Hugh has become fascinated with his family history, and has asked, no, ordered Ethel to teach him what she's taught Jane. And while he doesn't believe for a second that the meteorite in that old alchemy lab has magical powers, he has encouraged Jane to come up with a puzzle to help ensure its safekeeping, just as initiates have been doing for centuries. Which reminds me, the Pendulums swore me to secrecy when it comes to all their traditions, so don't tell anybody any of this, okay? Nigel suspected something was up when he came to get his laptop and has been hounding me ever since. This is just the kind of stuff he'd love to include in that unauthorized tell-all he's trying to write. If he calls me one more time, I'm telling on him. To Mrs. Drake. That'll teach him. Ever yours, Nancy.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the Pendulums set up that very dangerous box there at the end to maybe kill people, because, you know, if Nancy hadn't been there, Jane probably would have died. And I am a super sleuth. Well, good for me. I feel great about that.
The year is 1930, and everything is on the rise. Unemployment, government breadlines, and organized crime. In the midst of it all, a heroine is born. Armed with only a flashlight, a blue roadster, and a spirited resourcefulness, a 16-year-old detective will go on to inspire hope in the hearts of young girls and kisses upon the lips of evildoers everywhere. Her name? Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, The Secret of the Old Clock. Coming in 2005! Whoa! I can't wait for it! Yeah. So, that's Curse of Blackmoor Manor. Yeah. Do. I do like this song. It's very nice. I like the song. It's a very nice song. I do like how they had a song puzzle. It's neat. That was a neat trailer for the next game in this series, wasn't it? Yeah, I kind of wish we got to see Linda in that game, though. Like, of all the characters we could have seen, I wanted to see her the most. I was fine without seeing Hugh or Tommy. And to be honest, I think Mrs. Petrov, I don't think they needed her as a phone contact in the game. I feel like the game could have been done without her, because she only calls the once, and she's not really important again after it. Lonnie Minella playing both Nancy Drew and the Parrot, Amy Broomhall's Mrs. Drake, Connie Ellern as Jane Pendleton, Jen Ruzomna as Linda Pendleton, Sarah Papignal as Ethel Bossany, Stephen Hando as Nigel Mukherjee, Dora Lanier as Mrs. Petrov, Scott Carty as Ned Nickerson, Jonah Von Spreeken playing Hugh Pendleton, Alan Pendleton, and Tommy Tucker, Alyssa Keene as Paliki Vadas, and then Max Holacek as that announcer during the ending scene. Yeah, I don't know what I would do to improve this game. I think it's a perfectly fine game. Maybe do something to make that I don't know. Something to get like the spinning rooms. People seem to have a real hard time with the spinning rooms. And I personally, my least favorite puzzle is that one with the frog. But other people, they really hate the spinning rooms. So maybe that's what you would do in order to improve the game. But overall, it's got a lot of puzzles, and a lot of those puzzles are fun. And the characters are pretty good. Like, Mrs. Drake is interesting, so is Nigel and Linda. Ethel's scary, but that really fits well. I really liked Lulu the Parrot. Lulu the Parrot was pretty awesome, actually. So, I think that's everything for this video. I did not call the wolf expert in this game. I forgot to call her. Whoops. She's kind of fun, too. She talks about werewolves. But it's basically you have one phone call with her, and that's it. Maybe that's what this game could improve on. The phone contacts. Like, they worked really hard on that conversation with Hugh. That was great. I kind of wish we could talk to Tommy at the pub about other things, too. We only talked to him about food. But then the phone contacts with Ned and Mrs. Petrov, those are, like, not so good, maybe. I don't know. That's probably the only, like, major place for improvement. But I'm just sort of nitpicking, trying to find something that could be improved. It overall is a very excellent game. I like it. I especially like those nightmares, too. They put a lot of effort into this game, and pretty much all the puzzles are solid. I really like it. Definitely one of my favorites. So thanks for watching, everyone.